The next thing I'm going to do is work on a parameter that Advanced Skeleton calls the fatness parameter. It's this parameter that each joint has, and it's responsible for two groups of things. It's one, responsible for how big the default controllers are going to be, and then it's important for some of the automatic skinning functions that are going to be used down the line. More specifically, the skin cage. Now, I will say that for this character, I will not be using the skin cage, at least not for her body, but I'll probably use it for her tail and her headphones and her sunglasses, so you'll get to see that workflow. But let's get started by adjusting the fat parameter, and to do that, I have to turn on this geometry check box. And yeah, these are pretty large values. So I'm going to go down and start adjusting them. So for the chest, this one appears to be too big. So I'm going to bring it down. Just select the joints and just do these adjustments. And also in the future, if I decide to skin this, because I am saving increments of the files, so if I decide to come back and use the skin cage, it'd be good to have it set up ready for skinning. I'm going to select, I think for the knee it's fine. I'm more concerned here with what it's going to do with the default controllers, which will be something we'll be handling next anyway. I think that is fine. And for this one, actually right there, I'm going to use the fat width to get it at least encapsulating the foot. And for the hand, it's a little too large. Bring it down to about there. Yeah, I think he did a pretty good job with the rest of the stuff. You might want to be careful here as we get to the meat of the hand. I don't want the controller to come in too small. Now, again, there's other tools available to adjust the controls, like a very comprehensive set of tools that we are going to visit shortly. But it's good to have them come in a good size. This is the thumb. Get it up to about there. And it does look like the neck and stuff need a lot of adjusting. This is the head controller. This will primarily impact that IK controller. I'm not so worried about it for the eyes and stuff. They're going to have their own control system when it's time to do the fitting of the face. Let me get this ear. Let me first try to get the general controls. Sorry, the general parameter. Okay, so that should suffice. Just go like that. And I think, yeah, this is good enough. That's enough adjusting of the fat parameter. Could go in here and make some adjustments. Maybe there. To get it in the Z, just the Z axis, and the width to get it in the X axis. Going to come in here and make some fine tuning adjustments to this for the neck so that I could adjust the parameter for this pendant. So I'm just gonna like that. be a little larger. So that's it for setting the fat parameters. It's now time to build this advanced skeleton. So I'm going to turn off my geometry and I'm just going to proceed with the build. I've saved a copy of the file. This is about a good place to save just in case things break. And I'm going to build. All right, so this is the completed build. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to go through and test these controls while fixing them at the same time. So I'll be repairing them, or really resizing them as I test out the controls. All right, one of the first things I want to take a look at is how this double knee is bending, because this is probably the most important thing I've been focusing on in this course, is this double knee. So I'm going to grab the IK controller for the leg and I'm going to bend it, and it looks very nice. All right, it's bending pretty well. So that was successful. I'm going to hit go to build pose, go back. I'm going to test this IK local control. It's working. This is working underneath it. Sorry, this is working on top of it. Okay, so let me twist that and play with the pole vectors and see what's happening. Yeah, that looks like it's functioning correctly. Try this hip swinger control. Okay, it's looking good. And let me try the FK hand control. It looks nice. FK elbows. Let me try this bend control, see what it's doing. Okay, that's interesting. It's a thing I'm going to try later when we have geometry, or I will use polyboxes to check it. It's related to being able to twist the upper arm in FK mode without getting a twist distribution. We'll visit that later. Let me look at the fingers. So I'll use the driver system to test it. That's a spread. That looks good. Cup. Let me see that. Okay, that looks all right. Yeah, I like the way that thumb is bending. And okay, let me switch to IK mode, see what's happening. Okay, that looks good too. And going to build pose is going to switch it back to FK unless I set a build pose, which I think you can put it in which state you want it to be in and right click to set a build pose, but I'm not going to do that right now. And this looks good. I might do something with the positioning of this controller shortly. All right, let me test the IK controls for the ears. Yeah, and that looks good. Try out the FK. And again, these are a lot easier to test with some poly boxes, but I just want to get a first iteration of tests to see. And I'm either missing a controller or it's hiding somewhere. Yeah, it's hiding. So this is the head IK-FK control. I'm going to select it, hit F8 to go into component mode and pull it out. She has a really big head, so it's in the way. All right, so that's out of the way. Let me actually also get it to the side a little bit right there. so it's easily accessible. Try out these joints here. There's controls for the spine. See my IK spine. Yeah, so it looks like everything is behaving relatively correctly. Have my bend controls. Okay. Yeah, so at a first glance, everything seems to be operating well. So let's start fixing these controls.